Right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the brothers that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I'm going to jump right into it. This is Matthew 22 and 14. And it's either the words in red, the words of Yahweh Shai. It says, "For many are called, but few are chosen," meaning that there's going to be a lot of men that's called to this truth, that's going to receive the calling to go and do the work. But at the same time, among that number of men, only a few of those are going to be of the elect. And like the Elder Tahar always says, there's always a sifting process that happens. The Lord gets rid of certain individuals and puts certain spirits on certain men to go and teach false doctrines or just to be bugged out. And those are the men that were not chosen, because ultimately they have been rejected by the Lord. So this is part of the truth. This is the truth. Part of this is an aspect of the truth that these other camps didn't want to talk about. They're very secure in their position in the truth. They're which nobody knows if they're elect or not. Even the elders and apostles, they say themselves that they don't know if they're the elect or not, because you don't know, you can't know. They're fighting for their salvation as much as we are fighting for our own. That's why the scripture, I'm gonna go ahead and get it, seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man, because we don't know, man. And it's powerful to think that oh, the Lord chose me. We don't know the Lord chose us. We just know that we've been called to this work. And that's why having a very humble and meek spirit is very important in your walk. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this precept, because the Lord's gonna test and try the faith of the elect to a very high degree. And those that are not elect, ultimately they're going to be bugged out. But I was going to get that scripture, seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling. But I'm going to get this one first. This is Matthew 7 and 13. And once again, the words are read, the words of Yahweh Shai. Say, "Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way that which leadeth into life, and few there be that find it." So just as few there be that find it, there's few that are going to be chosen. So that's why it's important to walk in the humble spirit, man. Let's go ahead and get that seek your own salvation with fear and trembling. Because it's a proud thing to say, "Oh, I'm the elect." And there's camps that do that. They think that they secure their position in salvation, when the Bible clearly states that the multitude and 2/3 of our people are going to be put to death. So how you got to do the math, so to speak, like they say. Let's get right here. This is Philippians 2 and 12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have already obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." Now, let's get that in the NLT. Let's see what it says, man. Kind of curious. It says, it's a lot. It says, "Dear friends, you always followed my instruction when I was with you. And now that my way is even more important. Work hard to show the result of your salvation, obeying God with deep reverence and fear. For Yahweh is working in you, giving you a desire and power to do what pleases Him." And that's going to be to the elect, man. So it's fear and trembling, man, with great reverence. So if you're already thinking that you're the elect, if you're already thinking that you obtain salvation, then you don't have no fear and trembling within you. Why does the scripture say that he that is endured to the end, the saint shall be saved? Why does it say that it's a straight gate, and few there be that find it? Why does it say, like we open up in Matthew 22 and 14, that many are called, a few are chosen? Now, there's a lot of people that believe in God, and there's a lot of people that believe that know that they're Israelites. I don't know how big the IUIC is or the other camps, but I know IUIC got a large number of men, and they don't teach or enforce the doctrine of the elect in those camps. I never heard them talk about it. So this is a major doctrine in Great Millstone. This is the Bible. The doctrine of many are called, few are chosen. We know that we're called, but knowing that we're chosen, we don't know yet. All you can do is seek your salvation with fear and trembling, and hope the Lord will have mercy on you. That's as good as it's gonna get until we know for sure. You know what I'm saying? And if it comes to that, we're not the elect, or then hey, all of Israel ultimately be saved. But to the best of your ability, you got to put on therefore as the elect. And that's part of the scary part, or the terrifying part of this truth. But it's something that's biblical and is taught in the Bible. Let's get Matthew 7 and 13. This is Salakia. Matthew 7 and 13. Oh, we got that already. The straight gate. Oh, there's another piece I want to get. Zephaniah 1 and 12. Let's get Zephaniah 1 and 12. So this is Zephaniah 1 and 12. It says, shall come to pass that the time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish those men that are settled on their lees. So the Lord's going to get rid of the undesirables. The Lord's going to get rid of the lukewarm. The Lord's going to get rid of the unsincere, or those that are not now the elect. Those that think they can just that showing up is going to be enough. There's sacrifices and tribulation and persecutions to go through. And there's also the obligation and the vow that we have made to perform and do these duties. And it's a heavy thing, man. Being in the truth, it's a heavy responsibility, and it requires a lot out of a man. It requires a lot of time, energy, and resources. It doesn't allow you to live a so-called carefree life. You have a constant obligation to the Most High to perform His work. And the Lord's going to get rid of those men that are not in that spirit. I'm going to get this right here. It shall come to pass that I will send church Jerusalem with candles, and will punish the men that are settled on the lees, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will it do evil. And that's not fear and trembling. That's not seeking out your salvation with fear and trembling. Let's get that in the NLT. It says that I will search lanterns in Jerusalem, darkest corners, to punish those who sit complacent in their sins. It says they think the Lord will do nothing to them, neither good or bad. And those are the men that's in the lukewarm spirit that the Lord is going to spew out. Let's go ahead and get that. We're in the lesson, Revelation 3 and 16. Well, I'll get in the NLT. It says, I'll start at verse 15. I know all the things that you do, and you neither hot or cold. I wish that you were one or the other. But since you are still lukewarm water, neither hot or cold, I will spew you out of my mouth. So, that goes into Zephaniah, complacency, and that's a very dangerous mindset to be in. This is a thing of labor. We've been hired to work, man. Ultimately, the goal is to receive that penny. So you gotta look at the truth as a labor, man. You gotta look at the truth as a responsibility. Just like you got a job where Esau pay you to do something, and you gotta perform those duties, or else that you ain't getting paid. The same thing is truth. We are hired to perform a work. There's great rewards, and there's great rewards in it, man. Great rewards, and then we'll ever know until we actually experience them. And then this is just a quick lesson here at the plantation, man. That's why it's important to give it your best shot, man. In terms of doing this work, in terms of living for the Lord, obeying Him, in terms of doing the things that you're supposed to do as a man, the Lord in general. Because whether or not you the leg, you Israelite, if you are an Israelite man, you're supposed to have obedience toward the Most High. So with that being said, it's a real quick lesson. Most I will hope is edifying. Said I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.